What's up, people? Thank you for
What's
tuning in.
yeah, what's going on, y'all? It's welcome back, welcome back. We're glad to have you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope everyone's been having a great week. You know what I mean? It's been awesome. It's been great. You know what I'm saying? It is Thursday, Monday, Thursday, getting close to Friday. You know what they say, Friday so far from Monday, Monday. So,
I've never heard
typical
that. You
thing.
are a boomer.
Thank you. This your infamous gearhead, Mr. Logic himself. And we have our co-host here today.
Hey, it's me, Nick.
Church, gonna bless you.
It's your boy Ben 10, Sir Daniel.
And behind on the keyboard, we also have.
I'm still getting used to everything.
Thanks, yo. And as you know, this is one thing for sure, two things for certain. We got some good topics today. Church, please break us in, man. It's been a long week, my G. Let us know what we about to get into. Matter of fact, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I actually I had jury duty all day today. So
really?
Are you serious?
Yes,
bro, just plead insanity.
They say you're racist.
Say you're racist.
They say you're racist.
Yeah, dude. Just do that.
Nah, they will cross examine. Yo, you're all fucked up. But nah, I was in jury duty today. So
Criminal?
Civil? I can't say.
NDA? You signed
Oh,
an
you
NDA?
got
I can't
selected?
say. Yeah, I did get selected.
Oh, that sucks, bro.
When can you talk about it? Like after it's over?
I don't know.
Not if you want to
If I
live.
can talk about it after it's over, I definitely will.
Ooh.
But yeah.
It's the Chris Chan
So
case.
sounds like it's gonna. What?
The Chris Chan, you don't know about that guy?
I heard about it.
Yeah.
I did hear about it.
For the people that don't know, Chris Chan is essentially like an internet niche, like internet micro celebrity or whatever. And I say niche in the loosest of terms.
Yeah.
And he did some pretty heinous things. Like I think he graped his mom.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Grape?
what
was grape?
Grape?
Yeah.
You can't say the without the G on the internet anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, he an Alabama tick. Oh, okay.
He did some heinous things and like
that ain't heinous. That's just wrong.
It was pretty all over the internet in some circles for a while, and recently it said that he escaped police custody. Like that's the rumor though. People are saying that's also fake or whatever, but
boy, you got to be going through some shit.
I mean, look into
But
it.
then again,
people who don't know about, look into
really
it. It's some
surprised?
pretty crazy stuff.
Come in here, ma. Do what you do best. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the shit I've been seeing on social media.
You're too smooth with that. That makes me uncomfortable.
You feel me?
I can't with y'all. Hey,
right.
anyways,
break bread.
Let's go ahead and get into some of the topics. This is gonna be a great episode, as I can see. We're starting everything off right. So, I was actually passing by today. That shit looks smack. I mean,
bro.
I think this week is Club Rush, so definitely want to. If y'all are out there, definitely want to check that out. That's how you get to know where all the parties.
Beta find alpha cow move.
Hey, we should step out,
that's
yo.
not real.
That's not real.
What do you think, Nate? We should step out, get some feedback. I mean, we got your back. We bodyguards. I mean,
hey, listen, write it in the comments if we should come out to your college and bring the show out. If y'all feel that, write it in the comments. But that leads me to our first topic. Is college still worth it in 2022?
Let the college kids.
I don't know, man. I'm from I didn't finish college, man, and I went to the school of YouTube, and it helped me out a lot.
No, I personally, I'm really on the fence about college.
Me too.
I used the bathroom in college.
I think I'm gonna take a big L this semester, because I started so I didn't get into fall of 2021. I started spring 2022, but I did the FAFSA for 2021, 2022. And so I think when it's fall again, it becomes 22, 23. And so I didn't turn in the FAFSA for 22, 23.
Me too.
And so I got I realized I didn't do that. I realized I didn't do that when I got a fucking email alert that was like, hey man, we didn't get your money. If you don't take care of this by fucking tomorrow, literally tomorrow at 5 p.m., we're going to unenroll you from all your classes.
But you got $1 in a dream.
You see, where you didn't realize that you should have enrolled to the FAFSA, I purposely didn't.
Oh, okay.
Just because
never let them
never let them know your next move.
Exactly.
I was just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like as soon as, because I had a summer class, and as soon as the class ended, I'm like, wow, it's time for me to start doing my FAFSA. And then as soon as I got a day off and I had time to do it, I just didn't. I did something else. It's just the process is so tedious, and it's just.
I'm gonna put y'all on game. Everybody, I'm gonna teach y'all how to get y'all financial aid because I worked.
But that's the thing. You go talk to your counselor. They motivate you to change your career. They motivate you to change your classes and keep you in the loop.
That's 100% true. That's 100% true.
Yeah, I mean, I got my. I was eligible for financial aid the last 2 semesters.
Yeah.
And so I think what's gonna happen. I might have to. Actually, I won't have time tomorrow to go to the school because I work.
As your superior, I tell you can leave and handle that.
Oh, cool beans. So if I can't, try to get maybe a special case extension or whatever. Well, I'm not.
Are they doing it? I don't think they're doing extensions anymore.
I don't know. I'll have to see with the financial office, but most likely, if what happens, then I am.
Take the semester off.
Yeah, I'm not going to be in classes.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put y'all on game. You want to learn how to get y'all? Yeah, you want to learn how to get your financial aid fast? And put you on game.
Only
now,
selling people.
That's one way. I'll say this, right? Do not send no feet pics, nigga. All right.
What? My feet are fucking French tip, baby. Cuticles cut.
Nigga, you look like a KD feet kind of nigga.
KD feet? What does that mean?
No.
What I mean?
No.
Boomer alert.
No, look. So real free game, right? All right. So I did the volunteer because I did the college thing. I tried it. It wasn't really for me, but I'll put y'all on game, right? So if you're trying to get the financial aid fast as fuck, number one, if you live in a household where your parents make over, let's say over 80K household wise, you want to go independent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're making anything over that, you're not gonna get it for sure.
Even with today's market.
So what you want to do is remember, because remember, the people that get financial aid, you're being compared to people that are also low income. They're gonna get it first.
Yeah.
Right. So the first thing you want to do is if you are a dependent, you need to become independent. So the way that you do that is you could get a bill at the house, with your name on it. You can even send your phone bill to the house or some type of document that shows that you're getting mail at the residence, right? After that, what you want to do is you want to fill out an independent verification worksheet, right? Yeah. Now, what that does is that lets the college know, because FAFSA is going to get this information. You're going to fill it out in the FAFSA that you're independent, but that lets the college know, because remember, when it comes to the college, all the money comes in one lump sum and then they pass it out.
Yeah.
So once it gets to the college, you want to tell the college, hey, I'm independent and I'm not making that much independently so I can make some money.
We broke.
Right?
We ain't got it.
So once you get that, once you turn that in, then go talk to your financial aid survivor. Then go talk to your financial aid advisor and tell them, hey, look, I turned in my verification worksheet. I turned in the license, verify the address. And these are my classes right here. You show them the classes, and I start here. They're gonna expedite that shit. You done?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna see. I honestly think. I won't be in class.
That's a dub.
Semester, yeah. That's a dub. Yeah, I'm gonna be behind the semester.
But I'm curious, why are you so anti-school right now? Because that conversation, you know what I'm saying? You were saying if you was a man, you know what I'm saying, you feel so powerful, but you know what you want to do, and now you're saying,
but here's the thing: there are less men in universities now than ever. So that also, let's say if she did switch over to a man, she'd probably be like, wow, wow, wow. I don't want to be in college anymore.
These sound effects are killing me.
No.
Okay.
But I think honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think college is all that worth it. I think that at least going to universities, I think going to a trade school would be a lot better. That's what I did right out of high school.
Depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, depending on what you want to do. So that's what I did right out of high school. I went for IT, and ever since then, I got my first job with my technical degree at Corsair. I used to work for the gaming company, technical support. Yeah, and
I feel so sad for you.
Oh, why? What I do?
That just sounds like
no. It was torture, but it was work from home. So it was good for like the first like 8 months or so, but then like I didn't have I couldn't really do anything because I always had to be at a computer desk. So like, and the way that I relax is being at my computer. So when it becomes my job, then I don't want to relax being at my computer. And so then from there, I went I went to Best Buy. And that's why I went for Geek Squad, and I actually
the boy don't buck up, boy. The boy don't buck up.
I got the position for Geek Squad because I worked at Corsair.
Okay.
And then, and from Geek Squad, being a consulting agent, that's now I'm an auto tech. I'm still
Stay
under
proud,
Geek Squad.
my G.
Still under
Stay
Geek
proud.
Squad. But like what I'm saying is literally over a period of 3 years, I went from working out of school after I got my technical degree from $15 an hour. I'm now sitting at $20 an hour, right?
Nigga,
Kudos.
the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Don't put your information out like that, cuz.
Oh, I have no problem talking about income and stuff like that because this is here. Okay,
You have to understand. Look, you're a millennial.
Yeah.
He's the Gen Z. Nigga.
Corporations
I don't give a fuck about
corporations
that.
do not want their employees talking about income because that's when they realize the disproportionate,
Yeah.
pay between.
Oh, you're getting paid more than I am?
right? I
I'm on the right
remember.
clerk.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
oh,
though.
what do
I
you mean?
say,
What do you mean?
I just say, you never let people know how much you make, so
Bro.
they don't put you in a category.
No, but
we're
we're
No, I mean they
we're a
can.
different
Like, here's the thing.
generation, bro.
Here's the thing.
clearly.
It's
Yeah.
all right if they put me in a category because that then means, right, if they want to use whatever category on me, I'll be like, nigga, you know how much I make? I ain't got it. Why right?
You ever ate fucking cereal with a fork, my nigga?
You ever ate cereal with apple juice, my guy?
Yo, I used to cereal with water. What you talking about?
I mean, but to piggyback off, listen, to the viewers out there, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, man. If there's an opportunity to get your education, go for it.
No, yeah, definitely.
No,
Knowledge
yeah.
is truly power.
Here's the other thing too. Again, and I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. Take it how you want to. But
anybody.
today, in today's climate, I feel like traditional education is unnecessary.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Unless you have a particular profession like doctors, lawyers,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like those, or engineers, like those things don't particularly change because it's enrooted in our economy.
Yeah.
And it's not going to change too much.
Right.
But I say that today is because unlike before, if you really do the research, it's way easier to become a millionaire these days.
But you see, when you say I agree with you, I do not disagree with you.
Right.
I think it's like why people join the military, sense of direction.
Yeah.
A lot of people really, they're geniuses, but they still go through the process because they're not sure what they might want to do in life. So, yeah, it's easy to become a millionaire, but at the same time,
I wouldn't say it's easy to become a millionaire. I say it's simple to become a millionaire, but it's not easy.
It's definitely easier.
It's easier. It's easier than it used to be. Definitely.
And you can, because there's people make it. Remember, people tell you, like, think of our parents, right?
mm-hmm.
When you tell them, if you tell your parents today, right?
I'm gonna play video games
and make $1 million, they look at you like you're crazy, right?
Yeah.
But it's totally possible.
It's totally possible,
right?
But those people that make money playing video games are either incredibly charismatic and like they're selling their personality instead of their gameplay, or they're fucking crazy good. All they do is play the video game all day. Like this one FPS I play, Valorant.
That sounds familiar.
It's like everywhere right now, and so the top guy, I think his name is like Baby JJ or some shit like that, Baby J or something along the lines of that. Literally streams like his last stream that I saw was like 5 hours long of him just playing the one game all day.
Well, I will say this. I don't understand this new generation because they don't even play fucking video games. They just watch people play.
Because like I said,
fucking weird.
They don't like people like. Why do people watch sports? Because these are the best people doing what they're good at, right? And it's entertaining to see good
kid. You play sports or you rather watch? Basketball.
So it's not a thing of like
basketball.
You're playing, bitch. Don't even front.
That's tough because
you're playing.
No, but like it's one thing, tough. Right? You could be good at a game. Let's say basketball, right?
Yeah.
You're playing and you know you're good, right? But you're like,
that's where I get the moves from, by watching it.
Right, and like you go to the game or you're there, you're watching it fucking
I got bad mind.
Sunday or Saturday night or whatever, right? Guys, fucking and you're watching and you're like, yeah, dude, like this guy's great. Let me see if I can use his tactics the next time I play, and you improve in this, that, and the third, right?
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I mean, like what Ben said about charismatic people or people with good personalities, it's entertaining to watch. Like a few years ago, I would watch some really good gamers on like YouTube, watching like play their games, and it was super entertaining. And it was so
who would
funny.
you watch? Like name a person you would like watch.
Dashy XP.
Dashy XP, yeah.
He's really funny.
I have no idea. No disrespect to y'all gentlemen out there. I just don't know who you are.
You know, there's one guy. There's one guy I remember I met.
Markiplier too.
Markiplier.
Oh, PewDiePie. He's so funny.
You know, I know somebody.
At one point.
I know somebody. T Grizzly. T Grizzly be T Grizzly.
No.
Yo, he makes like $200K a month playing GTA. T Grizzly.
No.
He's a gamer though.
No, he was a rapper that turned gamer.
It doesn't count because he didn't make his money playing games. He got popularity from his rap career.
Correct.
Of course, his fans are gonna want to watch him play games.
He ain't a real one. Okay, you hear what they say?
I mean, he's not like that fucking guy Ninja or whatever.
Ninja, yeah.
Right?
Ninja.
The guy that
no,
got
but there's another guy
Fortnite.
that I remember. There's one guy in there. What's his name? It was something with an M. Something craft.
Oh, the game Minecraft or
no. His name it's along the lines of that, but that's his name. It's
Dan TDM.
No,
I know that guy.
What's up with all these fucking
Mr.
acronyms, bro?
Huh?
Say it again.
Mr. Sparkles.
Easy to.
Mr. Sparkles, I've heard of.
Yeah, he was also like a singer.
Right.
He got big from like Minecraft music
Correct.
videos and shit like that.
I play Super Nintendo. I blow into cartridges.
Boomer alert.
I play
Boomer alert.
Zelda, Link to the Past,
Okay,
Mario, All Stars, all through Mario 3 with the tail feather. Okay,
we
with
get
the
it.
cape.
Listen, we
All right,
get it
Brad,
that you
let's get
still
to the
gotta
bed.
hit the TV for the color to turn straight.
I only got 3 channels on that bitch.
Look, but here's the thing though, right? But again, we're going back to the topic before we wrap this. Is that like, here's the thing, like, if you actually understand a niche, you really can do that, and that's one thing I think traditional. And when I say I mean this with quotation, like traditional education, the way that it is the reason why I feel like it's obsolete today.
To a degree, yes. I feel like it's programming.
Yeah. But here's the thing though, right?
Everything is programming.
Just think about it, right? When you go and let's say average college degree, and Brick, you could probably tell me better, but average college degree is anywhere from like 85 and all the way to a master's like $400K, right? Okay. So let's just say, your undergrad gets you about $85,000 or whatever, right? Now, let's say you live in Miami. Let's bring it back to what we're talking about, right? You live in Miami, you need about a job to pay for that, right?
Yep.
So now you need 160 to get out of your debt and to live.
Yeah.
Right? Mind you, even though you have that degree, that doesn't ensure job security.
It does not ensure job security. Yep.
And the other thing about that is, even if you work in a job, right, you still give up a lot of time to achieve that dollar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's some kid that's just uploading content and is getting buku bucks from YouTube.
Well, that's what fucks up the whole dynamic, because then
Why?
Because it's like,
those are anomalies.
why would I send my kid to, and I'm not disagreeing with it, it's like, why would parents send their kids, take out a fucking mortgage to put their kids to college when their kids could be famous just doing some stupid shit?
Because like Church said, it's traditional, because in our parents' generation, they didn't have the internet. They didn't have to experience what we had to experience. So our parents, at least mine, I'm pretty sure Ben's, always told us, stay in school, make sure you finish school, because if you get an education, you can be successful.
And another thing, you wouldn't believe how many people attempt to turn like gaming or like YouTube, stuff like that, into a career and then burn themselves out, because what people don't realize is that it actually takes a lot more time. You actually have to be willing to.
How many people have fucking died because they decided to stream for so long and drink energy drinks and they didn't want to disappoint their fans?
You have to give your life up to your craft.
Well, here's the thing though. I think
when you do it online.
I think it's that whole like 10,000 hours concept. I think in anything you're gonna do, you're gonna end up doing that. Yeah. Whether it's that or if it's like staying in front of burning, what my dad likes to call burning the light. Meaning you're studying this shit, right? It's gonna be the same thing essentially, because. But here's my thing, right? I just feel like, if you, because everybody goes to school, let's call it what it is. Yeah. You're going for a passion, or you're looking for a better opportunity, right? Yeah. In our economy, right? So if the education is based almost 50, 60 years ago, but it doesn't follow up to the way people are getting paid today,
Yeah.
Well, the educational system hasn't changed since 1952, and we're 2022, bro. That's pretty fucking crazy.
Well, if anything, it's getting worse because again, what's happening is the separation of the parents and children.
Yeah.
Like they're making children the wards of the state. Yeah. They can become better cogs in the corporate machine, what have you. And on my final thoughts on is college still worth it? Very real. This is key right now. It's worth it depending on what you want to do. If you don't see yourself, being an engineer, sitting in some corner office using AutoCAD, or you don't see yourself studying for 12 years to become a neurosurgeon or an anesthesiologist or whatever the flip, then don't do it, right? When I was in high school, I was a student nurse, and I was close to graduating as a student nurse with like an LPN or whatever. But I was doing it because my parents really wanted me to do it. They said that if you do this, then you can become a doctor, this, that, and the third. You'll make so much money. You'll be so well off. And, I realized that, like, bro, like when my parents are gone, I'm not going to, right? I'm not going to be like,
you're going to die with them degrees.
Yeah, right.
Degrees.
When my parents are gone, and it's going to happen, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh wow, I'm so glad I listened to them and I went and got this LPN. I became an RN or a doctor, even though I fucking hate this. I'm so glad for that. I would much prefer that they see that I do what I want to do, and I was able to make something for myself.
Be real.
I think. Oh, sorry, I apologize.
He just did the tagline.
So my final thoughts are: I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And I want to say this to all youth out there, if you're in that position where you're going to go to college and you're figuring out what you, please do not chase the bag. Do not chase the bag. Like, chase the passion first. Don't chase the bag, because this is why I feel like these things are obsolete, because I can tell you, like, for example, I got 10 homegirls that I probably, kept in touch with since high school, and about like 8 of them are nurses, right?
Yeah.
8 of them are nurses, right? Which is nothing wrong with nursing, but then there's like a slope, like it's just chasing money. And I can tell you at least 7 of them hate their jobs.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Being a nurse is, you have to give your life up.
Yeah, it's a passion.
Actually, passion.
Now think about it, right? Those are just 7 of my friends, right? Those 7 of my friends. You go to the hospital, when last time you got great customer service?
It depends on the hospital.
When the last time you got great customer service?
It depends on the hospital.
Okay.
All right.
The last time
it doesn't depend on the hospital. It depends on the person.
I mean, last time I went to urgent care, like the nurses in the reception area in the front.
Yeah.
Bad vibes. I mean, I guess they're probably tired. Like, I don't.
They're tired,
whatever.
Right? That's what the job mostly consists of.
And then like I don't know what her position was, like a nurse or doctor. She came in before the actual doctor, and she had a great personality. And the actual doctor himself, he also had a great personality.
I say it depends on how the hospital regulates their employees, but my final thoughts on it, and again, this is no disrespect to anybody who's very successful using digital media and whatnot. My question is, and you can call me an old head, is the quality of your character based on what you have been able to obtain. Meaning, when you have people who go to school, not all, but it's more rewarding when you work for something. And if we notice, like when people are given things too easily, the quality of what they provide is not there. And that's something that we see now, where a lot of celebrities, especially with this YouTube going on, their characters are in question because they really haven't sat there and worked as hard as the next person in some cases. And again, I'm not saying this.
I don't totally agree with that. And the reason why I said I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, I say that because it's all on the person, right? Because yes, there are people who get rich fast, just like the lottery, and fall short very quickly because they don't understand the lifestyle, right? But I've also seen people that have a very good, outlook on life and be very successful and be able to provide for the families. I mean, there's no utopic view.
Well, I'm not saying nothing. I'm talking about the quality.
No,
of that person.
An example of that would be where it's gone the right way. An example of that would be someone like PewDiePie, one of the biggest channels on YouTube, right? He started from the bottom, and he just kind of kept it consistent, and his personality for the most part remained consistent as fans were able to keep up with him. And then on the bad side, you probably don't even know this guy. His name is Ethan Klein, the H3H3 podcast or whatever.
Oh God.
Yeah. So like like I grew up watching that channel, right? And now if I were to go on it currently, it's just
he became somebody.
He became somebody completely different. He lost sight of what originally made his channel pop, and it just became like all about politics or whatever. And like
the quality of
the
him
quality,
being a human being
faded. He got all this money and popularity, and then he just kind of like
the quality went to shit.
His personality just kind of just like devolved into what it is now, right? Completely, at least in my opinion. I know a lot of people still watch him, still like him, but at least in my opinion, completely unwatchable.
Yeah,
cannot watch a single piece of his content. So,
right.
And so it is dangerous. It does depend on the person. You have to, you need to have a strong mindset and like recognize your character flaws. But you know, but you can also play those to your strengths.
Yeah, because a lot of social media influencers, they take their time to talk to their fans and tell them, hey, I'm having burnout or I'm not feeling well. Like people actually are being self-aware and they're talking about, they're exposing themselves, which is something that everyone needs to talk about, because I feel like in the beginning of when social media influencers started becoming a thing, people thought it was just this amazing thing, like, oh, what a great job. People must be super happy. And it's not always the case.
You know what I think that ties into too? It's crazy because I saw this video the other day, and I think it also just ties into college as a certain thing. It's like, just as you're picking, you know, things that you like in life, you need to be very comfortable with your boundaries. Like you need to be very, very comfortable, if not more.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
What's next up? We've been talking about this for the show already. What's up?
So, all right, since we're talking about like, you know, how people's feelings are and how they, you know, are out and dealing with people, we're gonna talk about confidence, right? But not just confidence, but confidence. How much does it play in dating?
Everything. Everything.
I agree.
You gotta be confident, homie. You gotta know. Listen.
Let me ask you this. Let me say this, right? When you're talking about, okay, let's use you as an
actually,
example, right?
I don't mean to interject. Would it be bad if I went to go use the bathroom right now?
No. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Do we do a commercial? There's no commercial breaks, nigga.
You're fucking up the vibe.
I'm sorry. Ben 10 coming right back at you.
There's no commercial breaks, nigga. Where are you going?
Go do what you gotta do. You're good, G. We're just gonna look at you funny when you come back. Take the fuck up. But do you need confidence?
So all right. So let me ask you this, right? If a guy is approaching you, right, and confidence is key to you, right? Otherwise, he's not going to talk to you, right? What is confidence to you? And if somebody was, I'm not saying this, I'm not putting you out there to be sold, but if somebody was trying to shoot their shot at you, what are some things in confidence that you notice particularly well?
So I don't take cockiness too well. Me personally, I do like.
So you like Bad Bunny?
Confidence.
Kind of hard in Miami.
But you like Bad Bunny. But continue.
I don't know what your problem is with Bad Bunny, but I don't like it. Please stop. Anyways, I struggled with my confidence growing up, you know, through my preteen years, teens, and then through my like early 20s. Especially like because I was like in a long-term relationship at the time, and confidence plays such a big role in dating, because at least for me specifically, there was a point where I didn't have that much confidence and I became very dependent on my partner. And it would be to the point where it would become just like a little toxic, you know. He would go out and I
wouldn't know what to do with yourself.
I didn't know what to do with myself. I sat there, I'm like if I wasn't my own person, then I couldn't do like my own things or my self-confidence. And it was nothing to do with him. It was all me 100%. Like I had a lot of self-reflecting to do growing as a person. I needed my own confidence. And honestly, it really does play such a big role, not just in dating, but in pretty much the professional, personal life and anything. And so when a guy approaches me, you know, I do like confidence, because, you know, if he doesn't know what he wants, or if he's like super shy
or hesitant
or very hesitant, I'm just like, okay, now you're not communicating very well and I don't know what you want. Like
you're on the fence.
Like if you see something that you like about me, tell me. If you say you're shy, be upfront about it. Be like, hey, like I'm kind of an introvert, but like I really like about you. I love the honesty.
if you're shy, come up to me and tell
No,
me
I know
you're
it
shy.
I know it contradicts itself.
Crazy you sound right now?
I know it sounds crazy, but like if I had a guy who was like that and was honest about it, I'd be like, hey, I completely understand. You know, I as a person with anxiety myself, you know, but I appreciate the honesty, I appreciate the communication, and you know what, you're trying, and you work up from there. That's just me personally. Obviously, some women don't like that, but that's just her personal preference.
Real. I mean, I'll be 100 with y'all, man. Like I'll be 100 with my viewers and whatnot, man.
Ben, how was the bathroom?
Oh, I was in such a rush I couldn't even wash my hands.
Anyway, so what you were saying? As you were saying?
The whole thing with confidence, I think it's not only just dealing with the person. You understand what I'm saying? Like confidence is everything. Even if you're not confident, you got to be confident. And the reason I say it because in a relationship, and those who know me, you guys know me well. It's like, yo, you gotta basically be able to. It's like leadership. You get what I'm saying? And this is why, like, a lot of people, when it comes into dating, I always say, be careful on the advice that you take and the advice that you give. You know what I'm saying? And I get where you're coming from. Like, okay, yes, you have to have confidence if someone's going to approach you. You got to know what it's about. But there's always going to be a hesitant. But it's like, what do you do with the confidence while you're in the relationship?
Yeah.
You got to lead that person to, like, the promised land. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying on no man versus female. I'm just mean confidence as a person. Like, yo, have a plan. Roll out on that. And basically watching your stride.
I think confidence, to me, like, I'll be honest with you, I also struggled with confidence being, you know, when I was young. And then here's the thing. I feel like confidence is like, it's like being a salesman. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to be sold, but you got to be sold. You got to sell it. That's like 75% of the battle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when you walk into a place and you just like command a room, it's just like, it's not cockiness, you know. Cockiness is like, fuck y'all motherfuckers, man. If I walk in there, like,
but confidence is knowing who the fuck you are and what you represent. Exactly. But I'll be real with you, like, and I'm gonna be 100. Like, one of the things makes me so confident in life. I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't give a fuck, bro. And when I say I don't give a fuck, I could walk in the room with anybody that's there, and I don't give a fuck. I'm respectful to everybody. I don't give a fuck because I know who I am as I am on my feet. And I think that goes back to what you said, knowing who you are and being confident in that sense, because that basically expels out of you as well.
Yeah, and I also think you
illuminate that.
And I also think so people don't get the wrong idea that being confident doesn't mean that you kind of have to be larger than life or you have to like get like garner as much attention as you can. Confidence can just be, you know, just like being assertive, right? Just understanding, you know, the consequences, whether good or bad, of the decisions that you make, and be willing to follow through with it, right?
Well, to go to,
I'm curious because
both of you
because confidence in dating as men, I'm curious because I know a lot of men are very, what's the word? They're like a little intimidated by an overly confident woman, or like a boss girl. I don't know. Prove me wrong.
Guys, please let the youngin. Come on.
Hold up. I just want to point this out because this nigga's gone to battle with me. This man's gone to battle with me. And for y'all to understand, you know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all might.
The trenches.
No, real shit. And I think I speak for you, and I think I speak for Mortimer, being that we're the older ones in here. When we say confidence, you gotta go to war with yourself, man. Like this is let me break it down. And I'm sorry I'm gonna put your story out there. This is a man who was ridiculed growing up, didn't have no car, always needed fucking favors. Nigga got shitted on by a lot of niggas. And you would think it would destroy a nigga from inside. You understand what I'm saying? But the reality is this nigga said, okay, I'm gonna eat them hits. I'm gonna eat that shit. And it grew a confidence. To someone who doesn't understand, I told you, you're gonna see that as cockiness. But to somebody who understands, it's like, nah, man, he earned that confidence. You know what I'm saying? Just like this man earned that confidence. And I think people misconstrue those two of cocky and confidence, because cockiness, you didn't earn that, my nigga. You didn't earn that feeling. You have to earn that shit. And if you ain't earn it, that's when you're going to separate the real from the fake.
I think that I 100% agree with you on that, because like the thing is, like when it comes to like that type of confidence, especially when I say this because y'all little ones.
You see how I feel
No,
now,
no,
right, bitch?
No.
I'm the old head, right?
I still didn't get to finish my point, but you may.
You know what? Listen, man.
You want to go take a dookie?
You can sit for a second. So look,
I was already sitting.
No, but look, check this out. Like for y'all, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that like where you guys are at in your life, you're actually like finding yourself. You had the best place to finding yourself, right?
Great resource.
The only thing that you guys have that we didn't have is hair. like no, there's just so much information. Like there's just so much information to like cut the process in half. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like dreads, you know, hair. No,
I'm
listen.
bitter,
Listen. I know you've been, but listen though, for real shit. Because like there's a whole lot of information out there. Like for example, like you know, you can find your tribe very, very easily now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, no, but that could also be to your detriment because they could also reinforce like bad aspects.
Facts.
Or like
what do you mean?
Potentially bad aspects. Right? Let's say like you're in the feet, right? You go on the internet, you're like,
how you know who you been talking to?
Huh?
No, I was like, yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah.
No, but he's saying
I ain't no snitch.
Yeah,
no, I mean, but let's say you're into feet, right? Or let me say that most people probably already know. Or like bronies, right? The grown men that like My Little Ponies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's say you like.
Hold on, wait a minute. We'll say it again.
Grown men that like My Little Ponies, and they base their personalities off of that. Now check this out. Let's say you know, like you're like, oh, like wow, I really like Fluttershy or whatever, Rainbow Dash. There, Rainbow Dash.
That's what they like.
I really like that. I wonder who else on the internet likes that. Wow, all these people like that. Exactly, okay. Right? But that's not always a good thing because like you could find yourself in the wrong community that affirms.
Yeah, that's like niche church. That's like niche church.
No, but bronies they're not niche anymore. Is the thing. It's a really big community. Well, before you go on, to what Nate had said about men being intimidated by a confident woman. So I think the misconception is there's between being confident and being standoffish.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So like you know, the way I see a confident woman, right? The same way I would just see a confident person. Again, you know, they're assertive. They speak their mind within reason to where like it's actually like proper communication, not just like complaining or whatever. And I'm talking about people, not about women. I'm talking about people, a confident person.
They establish their dominance in a respectful.
So when you say dominance, that's where it becomes an issue because that's like a trigger word.
You're
right?
trying to dominate somebody.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not supposed to be like dominate, right? It's more so like
hold your own.
Like hold your own, exactly. Yeah. And that's being different from being standoffish, right? You know, being loud, being argumentative, just being opinionated in a way that's like, who asked you for your opinion type, right? And so I love a confident woman, right?
Only if she doesn't approach you though.
No, so that's different. No, you're right.
Pull that one out.
That's different, right? Want to know why that's different? At least for me personally, because when women approach me, they're fucking crazy. All right. Go ahead. And I think that's like a scapegoat. A scapegoat for, and now I'm talking about women. That's a scapegoat that these standoffish women use to belittle men when they don't want anything to do with them, right? Because like when you come off a certain way, because when a woman comes off to a man a certain way, I wouldn't say he's intimidated. I'd say he's more so put off. He's more so turned off. He's more so repulsed.
But
you know what?
I wish they actually had a.
You don't necessarily have to be like ugly, right? You don't have to be like out of shape or anything like that. You're just like, it's just like how you portray yourself is just like
body language,
right?
Baby.
It's like, whoa, like there's something off about this chick that I don't really like. And, you know, then you could go into like, oh, you're just intimidated by a strong woman. No.
Not that.
I know strong women.
You just read.
Yeah, like while you do have some traits that would put you in the same category as strong women.
My chakra says you're fucked up.
There's something off about you that strung me off. And like a lot of people, instead of going the self-reflective route, then I'm gonna find my tribe. I'm gonna find the people that align with me and what I think without needing to change myself, because there are plenty of people that think the way I think on the internet.
But
I think
I agree. Sorry, because I wanted to chime in while he still said that. When you said finding your tribe, I get 100% of what he's saying. That could be very toxic to yourself as well.
No, yeah.
Because it's the same thing like being in a set. You understand what I'm saying? You got OGs who will put you on correctly, right? But you also got people in your tribe that you naturally feel selective to and that you grow with. And if they basically have some problems going on, it's very easy to recruit you. And it's very easy to recruit you into their feelings as well. And just because, you know what I'm saying, you're doing something, that person might be gaslighting you, like, yeah, go for it, go for it.
Exactly.
And you feel safe because this is your tribe. You know what I'm saying? It's like your mom giving you bad fucking advice type shit. You're not going to look at it that way because this is where you feel safe. Yeah, this is where you feel this is your people.
Literally.
But in reality is they're setting you up to fucking fail.
Or even something that's not even intentional. So because like, you know, like.
Well, then what's the, I mean, because honestly, then what's the other parts of that? Because there's also times where you find yourself, you can't be in the mix with everybody.
Yeah.
Just being honest. You can't
Born
be
alone, die alone, my nigga. Born alone.
Nah, nigga.
All right, OG.
I mean, I get it. I get that 100%.
But yeah, but ask your question. Yeah.
So like, what I'm saying is that like, if you're in a mix of like, I really feel like today for you guys is just a lot easier because then you find your confidence. So for example, right, I have friends that like now like are like super into the chakra thing and stuff like that, and it's done. And for them,
are you talking about who I think you're talking about?
For them, it's done a lot.
Give me a head nod.
It's done a lot of good
for
them.
Are you for them,
it's done. For them, it's done. It's done better for them.
Yes, it is.
No, but like I said, like while it is finding the people that you connect with, it could do good things for you. It still has the possibility.
It's a yin and yang.
Yeah, it still has the possibility of being bad. Like, you know, like the thing with, I'm not gonna say being a brony is bad, but if you're openly fucking crushing on little girl horses, then that's or whatever. But like, or like feet, right? Or like eating booty, or like fucking, or like turning tricks.
You don't need ass.
Hell nah.
I would eat my.
You don't need ass.
I would eat my wife's ass.
You don't need ass.
I would eat my wife's ass.
You don't need ass.
I would eat my wife's ass.
I ain't picking no peanuts and corn.
Wife.
No.
What did you have for dinner last night, baby?
No. Hold on.
Chipotle without me.
So you'll eat your wife's ass, right?
I would, yes.
You eat ass, my G?
I don't need ass.
Okay. You eat ass?
No.
Why are you smiling?
Because your just reactions are so funny. You're so dramatic.
She's like,
but yeah, like
you eat ass, my nigga?
That was a head nod.
I need you to look in the camera and say that, cuz. You eat ass, my nigga?
Yes, sir.
Look in the camera.
He's a soldier. He's a soldier. No, but yeah, it can be good, but it can also be bad as well.
No, so final thoughts on this subject. Let's go back to the confidence. Final thoughts.
If I may.
Hey, yes.
Confidence plays a key role in not only your romantic relationships, but your friendships, professional life, personal life. Honestly, I think being confident in yourself, like, it just, like, for me, it just made me so much happier. At least because I struggled, you know, internally with a lot of stuff.
Well, Flaquita, you have come a long way, and I'm proud of you. Real shit.
But
you had to roll your eyes at me? God damn, bro. I'm really fucking proud of you, bro.
No, thank you. I have a mixed.
Learn to take
such a Papa Bear.
Learn to take compliments and learn to accept truth.
You're
right. You have come a long fucking way.
You'd be a lot prettier if you smiled, honey. All right.
For real.
I was so stressed. No, I have a love-hate relationship with the word flaquita, but you're right. And also, I do kind of struggle with like receiving compliments because I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, guess what? Well,
you listen. Wait, hold on. Wait. I want to say this. Real shit, and a lot of people do this. We probably have the same kind of trait. When people give you your flowers, take that shit.
Amen.
Take that shit. When somebody gives you a compliment, or they tell you, "Oh, that's really good," oh, thank you. I'd put it together. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking your flowers. When you dismiss that, that's when shit settles in because you get so used to that you don't know where your confidence is supposed to come.
I take compliments the way that I see some of my
your feet are ugly, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that
got some coots I can take.
So yeah, I used to be bashful and not really be able to take that, and so I just kind of like, you know, like, and I try to go try to play it down. I was like, yeah, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet for that. Thank you.
Real shit.
That.
Yeah. No, but
final thoughts.
But yeah, be confident in yourself, but also be willing to understand when there needs to be a change, because confidence can breed arrogance. And when
Yeah.
you're arrogant, then you don't think you have to improve, or you think that your way of thinking for
Right.
your improvement is best, and you
Right.
have to be willing to take every aspect.
Damn, boy, you should
Dropping gems, baby.
dropping jewels.
Fuck, where my
G.
wife at? I'm trying to eat her ass.
Oh, hell no, you on your own.
All right.
Final thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a solid 4. If I had hair, I'll be maybe a 6. When I clean up, I'm about a 5. But that being said, confidence is everything, because without it, my G, it's like being in the ocean and bleeding around a whole bunch of sharks. You better know who the fuck you is, yo. And don't be bashful, bro. Accept it. You know who you is, man. Michael Jackson said it best, the man in the mirror. Build that confidence. Because it's like the gym. You have to build your confidence.
Yeah.
You have to work
100%.
on that. So that's my final thoughts, baby.
100%.
I'm still gonna call you Flaquita though.
Okay.
I'm used to it.
All right, man. What you
Get
get hit?
used to it.
Have you heard of car talk yet?
Hell yeah, it's that Negro step back.
When that shit hits you and it talks, you gonna see. All right.
All right. What's the last thing?
So, this actually is like hot off the press, but Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish are sued for child molestation.
That's crazy.
Motherfucker,
But you know what?
you shocked me when you told me that shit.
Listen.
Explain
Yeah.
that
Now
shit.
here's the other thing about that is
How
like
weird.
even though like
sir.
I love them both as comedians, I never see them together. Like how did that happen? But I'll pull this up, man.
Probably one of those steak
pull it up
parties that
off
they
the
like to
screen
go
real
to.
quick. So as you guys can see,
No, that's not it. That's the video.
No,
Talking
that's our thing.
those are,
Don't look at the lie.
yeah.
so
Yeah,
Just put it there. Yes. Put it there. Yeah, put it there.
all right, guys. Ooh, there we go.
All right, let's get it on the screen.
Boy,
Hey, you kind of look like
bitch,
like-
don't you dare.
All
You gonna
right.
make me live in the gym.
All right, look.
I don't look like that, do I, Nate?
So
No, of course not.
You're
so-
just lying.
You're just lighter than him.
So
it's
look,
fine.
right? So basically it said, despite the lawsuit claims Funny or Die says they had no involvement in creating the video, telling us Funny or Die found this video absolutely disgusting, would never produce such content. We were never involved in the conceptualization, development, funding, or production of this video. So basically there was a video, I believe it was with 2 siblings, which they'll not name. I think one was like 7 and the other one was like 14. Yeah, 14-year-old girl, 7-year-old boy. And it was a film with them committing explicit acts. Now, they accused both as being coerced into doing the film. And now they're,
Can't say the G word. Can't say the G
and
word.
now they're suing them for it. You know.
Holly weird.
Ollie weird.
Where were the parents at? That's what the fuck I want to
They're
But
paid
you know what?
off, bro.
Do you
They
think
were
this
paid
is
off.
you think this is a real thing or it's a money grab?
No, I honestly believe
think it's
that.
both.
I honestly it's both. I honestly think that's both because really crazy things happen in that industry, and I'm not saying everyone's a part of it,
Probably weird.
but there's a lot of people who are a part of it and that do partake in that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
with
And more people are speaking out.
with
more
the
kids.
looming, with the looming and the Celestation and the stuff like that, and the grape and
Nickelodeon?
stuff
Yeah,
like
A
that.
lot of
shit.
yes.
Yeah, like
Yo,
you guys,
I saw
fucking,
a video of
Icon-
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
That's
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
and
like-
Franco sucking on her toes. Like when the fuck?
No,
did
yeah,
that
like-
too, or like in the scene in Victorious when the actress Victoria
Justice,
and
yeah.
her sister
She
they
bad.
were in the trailer fighting because they were locked in because they
Yeah.
want to go to the beach.
Mhm.
They were fighting, like grabbing each other, like just sister girl
Oh,
fighting.
that was like a real fight.
It was filmed, but literally the sister and I forgot her real name, but another actress, she came on into an interview saying that they all felt uncomfortable filming the scene. But that Dan Schneider was like, no, like they went through it and they filmed it and they
Yeah.
released it.
So the thing, and I think most people know that with Dan Schneider, he has a thing for feet. Like when he was
sick
when he was recording or producing iCarly, all those
Mhm.
scenes where they would do stuff with their feet or whatever, that was
Yeah.
all Dan
all that
Schneider's
Kenan
idea.
and
Yeah,
Kel, like all these shows.
yeah,
when you
Drake
start
and Josh,
watching it,
Kenan
and
and
it's
Kells,
like-
I think Zoe 101.
but
all
And then
those
Kurt
Dan-
McCurdy came out.
Yeah,
But
all
I'm
those
happy
Dan
she
Schneider
did because
productions.
Yeah.
she put her mom
Wait,
on
what
blast. Her
happened?
mom
Yes.
is the reason why that shit happened. She put her mom on blast. Good chick.
Yo, the book
You
too.
go, girl. Speak your motherfucking
yeah,
truth.
it's-
You go, girl.
And the thing with these child actors, when you ask where the parents were paid off. Is
Yeah.
the thing. They saw the dollar signs, and because
Mhm.
the children belong to the parents, the parents ultimately get the say of what happens with their kids if fucking DCF isn't involved.
Right.
And
Another Michael
that's just
Jackson
how it
type
goes.
shit.
Yeah, how
All
it
right.
goes. And now the final story on the docket.
So if I may bring the introduction to this one. This one is going to be gritty for you guys. And this is really for my male audience and female audience out here. We have Nate. I definitely want to hear your intake on this. We're going to expose some real shit because everyone's talking about Andrew Tate and that he got banned for what he said. No, this coward did some fuck shit. And we're going to play the full video. And we want you to watch the whole thing. And I want you guys to see what we're seeing. And we're going to touch base on it.
Is this your alpha? For real? Let's, viewer discretion is advised. This does get kind of hard to watch.
Yeah.
Pause it real quick. Just to give you guys a heads up and a reminder, it gets worse. So please,
very hard
you guys,
to watch.
especially if you've been through trauma yourself, just I would suggest you walk away if you're sensitive to this type of shit. Continue.
All right, I think
No.
That's enough.
No. Look at his response. The response is important. Listen to this. Deposit.
I'm kind of tired of hearing his voice.
All right. So it's okay if I.
Yeah.
I just want to preface this. This is what toxic masculinity looks like. Not mansplaining or spreading your legs on the bus or any of that crap. That is what toxic masculinity looks like. When you disregard the feelings of your partner, whether it be another man or a woman,
you put it as entertainment,
and you impose yourself in that fashion, that's just straight up assault.
He's sick.
That's
he's mentally ill.
So he's like a sick dog.
I remember saying before that, following along in the footsteps of someone like that, and people are gonna not like this. it's good for people that are able to discern what's nonsense and the actual lessons that are being told. And it's bad for the people who have a bad understanding of what it is to interact with people or the opposite gender or whatever. It is very dangerous. Now, this is dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Not telling someone that they have to go to the gym or eat better or respect themselves. That's not dangerous, right? And I get it. The way that he portrays himself is like, larger than life. This guy, he's an asshole. He's a fucking turd or whatever. That is reasonable, right? But that's what gives, other people in the manosphere, red pill people who are actually trying to better, the young men of this generation. That's what's bad. All right, that's what's good. But he is what's bad about that. And all it takes is one bad apple. That
spoil a bunch.
Yeah, that blows up. That gets a lot more popular. And that's the only thing that's ever going to happen. That's the only thing that these fake feminists that's going to be their talking point, right? You want to be like this guy, a woman. This guy is straight up a maniac, right? He is a woman beater.
He's on the run right now too.
Yeah, like this is toxic masculinity. If that is what it is.
If I may, and y'all know how I rock. Y'all know how I rock very well. I'm calling out all you other podcast men out there who want to talk about being a leader and being a alpha male. My problem is none of y'all have spoke out against this man. None of them. Not one of y'all.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I just got a text saying that one of my buddies, he cannot see the podcast on YouTube. It's unlisted right now. You can only get it through the link.
Okay. Well, I apologize. We'll upload it. And
as in, like, he can't see it live unless he actually has the link.
Unlisted.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to unlist it after the live.
Okay. We'll work on that for you guys. What I do want to say is this, right? That is under no circumstance acceptable. This is where we have to get back to it. As a man, we have to hold each other accountable. Because the truth of the matter is, man, blocking him is not going to work. Blocking him is going to give him hype. Blocking him is actually going to make him seem as an icon.
Because he's actually killing like this whole other app.
Yes.
There's a new app ever.
Well, right now he's on the run.
His whole thing is like, they tried to get rid of me.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
He's playing the sympathy card. He's on Fox News. But here's the truth. He's on the run right now for a rape and battery charge, and he fled to Romania because he doesn't want to face charges in UK. I follow this motherfucker in the beginning. Anybody's capable of saying real shit, but that's that character shit that I don't fuck with. And that's what I was talking about. Like, yo, this is a man who has millions, who used social media as a climax to get where he is, right? But the quality of him is shit. You get what I'm saying? We were out last week, my G, and I had to stop you from knocking the nigga's head off. Why? Because he was going to swing on a chick. We are men. That's what we do. We understand our positions in life. But there's assholes out there who really take advantage. And what really makes me sick is no one's calling him out. He's not banned because of what he said. He's banned because of what he did.
Well, he's
and at the same time,
I get you.
I'm sorry. I
get you 100%.
Let me just say this. Hey, Andrew Tate. Fuck you. You're a coward. You're a punk. And you deserve a beating worse than a fat man's heart, man. Real shit. You ain't no fucking alpha. You ain't no man. You're a coward. And I mean that shit.
And here's the thing, though, right? I get how you feel. I'm going to give you the real.
That's what I know.
I get how you feel about it because at the end of the day, remember, if media is the platform and controversy sells, and that's what everybody's attracted to, nobody really cares about the truth.
You see, everybody thinks that whole video of her getting beat is like a skit. It's like she's like, oh no, it's just fake. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
And when I found that out, I was completely.
Like, how did it make you feel? Like, honestly, as a woman, like, how does it make you feel?
It made me feel both sad and very fucking pissed. Because if you think about it, like, there's shit men like that who do that to women, and it's heartbreaking. And then there's people who look at that video and they think, oh, that was fake. Like it happened, but it was a scare. Like she wanted it or whatever. Like they try to justify it, and that's even sicker, and it makes me even more upset.
Can I ask you a question? So, we all had different upbringings, right? They're just saying if you if you don't leave and you stay around, part of you deserves it, right? Now, when we get into that topic, what is your thought process on her putting herself in that situation? Do you think she put herself in that situation, or do you think that he forced her to be there?
No, the thing is, I think I honestly think this is one of the things where she did put herself in that situation.
Okay.
I am quite sure that she knew who Andrew Tate was in regards to his demeanor and personality and how he operates. And because she saw dollar signs, she decided that she'd put herself in that situation. It's like, yeah, you can feel bad for that woman. And yes, of course, because it's a terrible thing that's happening to her. But at the same time, you know, you can't really, because she's actively making the choice to remain there, right? So at that point, she gets what she gets, right? And I'm not condoning that, right?
Yeah, you're not saying she deserves it.
I'm not saying she deserves it. What I'm saying is like, yeah, however, if she's still there, right? And I'm sure she's not with him anymore, but if she was still there for the period of time that she was still there, how much can you admit from her, right? How much leeway in regards to sympathy or what have you can you take away from that? Because like, and in situations like, right, like I'm sure we've all had friends who've been with somebody, man or woman, that was, you know, toxic as fuck, no good for them, right? No good. Right. And you tell them, hey man, this person right here is no good for you. You're gonna self-destruct. The whole fucking shit with the baby and his girl, not the baby, Blueface and his girl, right? Maniacs, right? And I'm sure they have all their friends telling them, yo, cut it out, don't fuck with this chick, don't fuck with this dude, yada yada. But they're still with each other, and that's gonna go where it's gonna go. And at that point, it's like whatever happens, and it's you got what you're looking for.
I'll be 100. Right? I've been in an abusive relationship where I was the one being abused.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, it is incredibly hard to leave that situation. A lot of y'all, especially if you've never been in that situation, it's very easy to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you clearly see what's wrong. But there's so much trauma there. It's not like you can just pick up and leave. A lot of times, like in my situation, it's like, yo, it's a narcissistic environment.
Correct.
You feel like you can't survive without that person.
Right.
You feel like, yo, no one else is going to love me. Right, but this love, even though it hurts, it's the only love I know. Correct. And that's what ends up happening, bro. And I'm not proud of it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 6 foot. Right. And I found myself in a situation like that. And the shit that sucks, bro, you won't believe like how hard it is to reach out to people and ask for help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I know I'm not the only one who's been in a situation where I couldn't even say, because I always felt like, yo, niggas will look at me weird. Right. Like, yo, what the fuck wrong with you, nigga? Are you a bitch, my nigga? Like, nigga, you're a guy. How you gonna let her do that? And the truth of the matter is,
it happens.
Because it's like, yo, she held my secrets.
Right.
She knew I let her know me, and unfortunately, she basically played it like a fiddle. I was her puppet.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Final thoughts on this one, though?
Final thoughts on it. First things first, if you find yourself in a situation, seek help and don't apologize.
Please find your support group.
Get your support. Go to the police. Leave. Because this time it was a bruise. The next time it was stitches. And the time after that, you'll be in the grave. And that's the honest truth. It is so hard to get out these relationships. Now, as far as you men out there who want to praise this motherfucker and whatnot, keep in mind, bro, if that was your daughter, how would you feel? If that was your sister, how would you feel?
That was your homegirl?
How would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Us as men naturally, and to bring it back when we were out, you know, basically just networking, our response was what? To quickly jump on that dude and check it. But we have to check ourselves because at the end of the day, we could do and set buddy and knock his ass out and handle it. But guess what? There's a very high possibility she'll still go back to him. You know what I'm saying? You see all the time. Blueface's girl got arrested. Where is she right now? At his crib. Vice versa. So what my final thoughts on it, man, a baby that doesn't cry doesn't get fed. And that works in every situation. If you need help, you got to speak up. And one of the ways I got out is honestly, it comes to a point where you start seeing yourself separate from your family. You start not recognizing yourself anymore. And through the grace of God, somebody talked sense into me that was close enough to actually show me the truth. Because denial is very hard to get out of. So again, you find yourself in that situation, get the fuck out, bro. there's resources. You're not alone. No matter how alone you feel, you're not alone.
Now, let me say this, just to add a bit of levity. I don't want to downplay anything that we've just witnessed now, but let me just say this. If you are going to put your hands on your partner, please let it be consensual. If that's what you guys are into, go for it.
Whether you're married, whether you're
dating
been together
or messing around,
they're still a human being.
Yeah. If you're gonna put your hands on them, let it be consensual for, right? Now put that aside. Come on, don't put your hands on other adults because you want your way to be held. That's how dictators get power. That's how the people that you don't want to have power get power. All right, we can't lift stuff like this up. And I'm not gonna lie. While I don't, before I found out about this, while I didn't fully agree with what Andrew Tate preached, I understood why he was preaching it. I understood what it meant.
Yeah, he dropped some rules.
Yeah, he was just trying to get the idea of that people, or more so men, have to lift themselves up, right? Pull themselves by their bootstraps and keep it going. But
shit is shit. Whether it's $1 million with shit,
exactly.
Or without, shit is shit.
This thing here, though, this is enough, right? To just throw it. It's enough for most people to just throw everything that he said out the window and chalk it up to him just being an insane person. And again, that is what toxic masculinity is. Yeah. Like I said before, it's not mansplaining, right? It's not catcalling.
When you're physically abusing somebody, psychologically, physically, you are pretty much the worst person on the motherfucking planet.
Exactly.
I agree with you guys.
How do you feel about that?
And thank you, Jason, for sharing that. I mean, you should speak up about it, and your experience, like, it might help other people as well. And honestly, that video was a little hard to watch because, like,
she's defenseless, bro.
And even if she did put herself in that situation, like, I understand some girls, they see dollar signs, they'll go, like, okay, like, I understand the business, but
if you don't know what love is,
if you don't know, like, you don't know any better.
Like, and this is for Nick, GSM Nick. Thank you. Because he, the older folks always drop knowledge. And one of the most important things he said is, love is never supposed to hurt. The only time love is supposed to hurt, if that, is when you have to say goodbye. And that's usually to our loved ones or friends. But when you're in a relationship with somebody, love should never hurt.
I agree.
It should never hurt. Because if it hurts, it's not love.
And you'll get people that, they call it the exceptions. Well, but this happened to me, this and that third. The exception does not make the rule.
Facts. Guilt doesn't make it okay.
It's because you've had a history with this person. That doesn't excuse it. Honestly, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So please, and I feel like I've said this once, at least every cast that we've had. Please be careful. Please be aware of the situations that you're putting yourself in. Please, oh goodness gracious, because once you get to a point that you can't go back, you have no one else to blame but yourself. Right?
Set boundaries. And if the other person, reacts very strongly towards the boundaries, red flag.
Red flag.
For y'all women out there, this is, and not to, touch into other base, when y'all doing these type of OnlyFans and living these type of jobs like being strict, when you don't respect yourself, this is where these men lurk. This is how you get them in your circle. This is same thing with women. When you live that extravagant lifestyle that's hostile, they're like a fucking demon waiting in the night. And once they latch on, it takes the grace of God to get them the fuck away from you. Real shit. Respect yourself. Respect yourself and value your life.
The money ain't worth it. You can't take that shit with you to the grave.
Facts. My take on that, yeah, very hard to watch, and I still think that everybody should be able to, definitely peep the red flags and definitely understand like who you're dealing with. But that's only going to come. That's only going to be identified when you set boundaries for yourself. So that way you know what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with.
Exactly.
Yep. You know what I mean? Because like all good things, they have good habits. People can develop bad habits and make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Nate?
No, I mean, I agree with all of you guys. Honestly, watch out for the red flags and just be careful, set boundaries,
Bert?
So take us away.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in, yo. We love y'all. Till next Thursday, we got some good treats. Okay, Mr. Sound Effects. Oh, we over here. I'm apologize. And as you know, man, this is one thing for sure, two things for certain. Let's go.
Out.